Hey guys, ECRG here. Today we're going to be talking about a heavy topic. Competition amongst friends for the same job. Play the intro. Hey guys, ECRG here. Today we're going to be talking about job competition amongst your friends. Now we're not talking in college or something and you guys are all applying to the same field. Let's say you guys all want to be in clinical research. You guys are all applying to clinical research related jobs, maybe even jobs at the same company. We're not talking about that. We're talking about you and a colleague of yours, your friend, are in the same company already and are applying for the same job. Let's say a CRA job. There's only one opening. So what are you going to do? How do you act in that situation? How do you negotiate that delicate balance of going up and competing against your friend for a job? Because only one of you guys, or typically one of you guys, will get the job, or maybe even neither of you guys will get the job. Some other candidate will get the job. So how do you navigate that situation? How do you negotiate that situation? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Now, doing some research for this topic, of course, first I did a Google search and I was surprised to find that many of the searches yielded results for talking about in college applying to the same field and you happen to apply for the same job, or your college friends are applying for a similar type of job. And I was surprised that there were even articles about this, because I view that as a complete non-issue, because everyone in college is applying for jobs. So it's only natural you're going to know somebody applying to the same jobs. I feel like it's a lot more delicate balance when you're working for the same company. Maybe even you work together and you're applying for the same job. I feel like that's a more delicate situation that needs to be handled carefully. So of course, that's what we're going to talk about today. If you want me to do a video on the other job, I know a lot of people here who listen to the channel, might be in college or about to graduate college, and may want some advice on how to navigate that situation. I can do a video on that as well. But this video is going to be particularly about you're in the same company and you're applying for the same jobs, or the same job. So first of all, how do you handle that situation? Well, there's a couple ways to go about it. One is, if you guys know, you can be as open as honest, or you can not talk about it at all and may the best man win. Now, I think the easiest way to go about this is to be as open and honest with that person. And, your friends, so you should be coming at it from a level of respect where you know that they're capable, they have good skill set, they have a different background, and you should know that you're capable, you have a strong background. You guys have different experiences, so you bring different things to the table. So you shouldn't be, obviously you're going to be hurt that you didn't get the job, but you shouldn't be too upset. At least it was your friend. And, there are some silver linings to not getting the job, and we'll talk about that in a second. But just know that, these situations do come up, and I think the best way to go about it is to be open and honest about it. You guys can help each other if you guys go at it. If you guys look at the situation from, the perspective that you guys are both going to be applying for this job, and you guys are going to be hopefully going to be in the position to one of you guys get the job. So what you guys initially want to do is really just be open and honest. Talk about some of the difficulties through the interview process, because there are going to be difficulties dealing with the interview process. Sometimes positions have multiple interviews. Sometimes they have presentations. You guys can bounce ideas off of each other, and hopefully maybe even work together on preparing for the position. That may not be the case, but definitely you should be open and say, hey, you guys are both applying for it. Maybe you guys don't talk about it too much from there, but I think you guys should at least know that, each other is going to be applying for it, and potentially one of you guys is going to get it, one of you guys isn't. And then, just be as mature as possible about this situation, because ultimately one of you guys may get it or may not get it. And you guys, that person may be your boss or something, in the position. So you're going to have to continue to work professionally in that environment, depending on that. But your guys are probably asking, well, you said there was a silver lining to it. What's the silver lining? I didn't get the job. So isn't that just all negative? Well, not necessarily, because if you think about it like this, let's say one person's in department A, one person is, and you're applying for jobs in department B. Well, now you know somebody in department B who can help get you into department B if you're interested in doing that. And is most likely going to be a step up from what you're applying for. So they should be in like a managerial position or have some sway, and they'll definitely have some insight on more job openings or when there'll be another position that opens up. So that's something that matters. And this happens all the time. It's all about who you know. We talk about that all the time on this channel. It's all about who you know and networking. Even once you're inside of a company, it's all about who you know. Not just getting into a company, but once you're inside a company, it's all about who you know as well. That's the time to double down on that. And that is a perfect chance for you to have one of your friends on the inside of a new department, a new unit or whatever, be able to help you out and get you to where you need to be. You have an inside man now. So that is a huge benefit. So don't just think that you didn't get the job, that you're never going to get over there, or that they didn't want you or anything like that. But now you have a friend who can help get you over there. So keep that in mind. That's a strong benefit. So really you win either way. I mean, obviously you don't win in the short term by getting that position, but you definitely win eventually in the long term because you have a friend over there. And that's something to keep in mind. And that should definitely help you be a little bit more mature about the situation, knowing that there is a silver lining at the end of the day. So, and then also, what about if there's many openings? Let's say there's like about 8 or 10 openings for positions and they're taking applications from all over the company. How do you negotiate that? Well, that I think is even a lot easier than if there's one, because then many people are going to be getting positions. But on the flip side, what if many people get the positions, your friend gets the position, and you're not one of those many people? Is that even worse? Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it, because, if there's many positions, it's usually going to be a little bit less competitive. So that could be bad. But then again, on the flip side, the silver lining is now you know people that are in that position that can help, let you know when the next round is. They can give you inside information to what really the job is like. That's my favorite thing to do for internal interviews, is I ask my friend or whatever to give me information that nobody else would know about the day-to-day job, that I can use in the interview to show the interviewer that I know what it's like to be in that position, that I know the day-to-day, that I know what it's really like and understand what it's really like in that position. So I strongly recommend that. And by you knowing somebody in that department now, you can use that to your advantage to hopefully get the next spot. So they're all different types of competition. Don't let it ruin your friendship. I'm sure it has ruined friendships in the past. Just try and be as professional and mature about the situation. And understand that, competition can make us better sometimes. So you can use that competition to your advantage and be better than you thought you were in the interview process, and just take it as a life lesson. So hope you guys enjoyed that video about job competition amongst friends. This is something that happens all the time in the business world, where people apply for the same positions. So you can expect it, you can learn from it, and it's not always bad if you don't get the position. A lot of times a lot of good can happen out of it. So that's it for today's video, guys. As always, email us at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com for any inquiries that you may have. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video, share this video. All right, guys, take care.